Z tej strony Az, witam was w kolejnym odcinku z Vampyra. Lecimy dzisiaj dalej. Gdzie mnie zrespił zaraz? To jest... z nim mam pogadać? Tak z ciekawości. Czy nie z nim?
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
A, lubi nas. Pogadajmy z nim.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you cared.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
To zbrodnia. Hańba. To logiczne. Hańba.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
Aha, no dobra.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
Raczej nie. Jest racjonalne wyjaśnienie, to niezwyczajna epidemia. Wątpię we własne, nie no.
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple epidemic.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw or heard of. My God, what happened to them?
Ja, sorry, godzina? Dobra. Wszystko.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
Aha. A, czyli on jednak chce o tym powiedzieć.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Aha.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
Ja. Tu wskazówka osobista, tu nic nie mogę. Dobra, no to
I
zapytam się
heard
go
you're
to.
investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
Ściśle tajny, znajoma pielęgniarka jest zagrożona.
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious, never goes out, doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
Ja.
He has no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses.
To jest ten za
You
cmentarzem.
find him behind the church.
Ja, już...
He never goes out.
No, a few days ago he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Aha. Dobra. To dzięki.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
Idę pogadać z kolegą z tyłu.
Farewell.
Muszę zagrać Vampyra chwilę, bo... Powiem wam... No, to się otwiera. Grałem teraz w Elderinga, nagrywałem 5. odcinek i... Przeżyłem tyle cierpienia, żeby w końcu trafić na bossa z tyłu. Nawet nie wiem jak to ująć. Dobra, udajmy się po prostu do tego kolegi. Ja już go widziałem wcześniej. Zresztą chciałem z nim pogadać na początek. What the f... O jest. Ale akurat nie drze mordy do
I'm
siebie.
Dr. Reed, I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Ooh. Ah.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
Ja. Gosh,
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
Aha.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
Dobra, szczerze, on mnie jakoś nie interesuje. Zapytajmy się go po prostu o to.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you if I can.
Ja. Ah.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But sorry, no, never heard of her.
Aha, coś
What can
kręci.
you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Aha.
I'll leave
Dobra.
you alone, sir.
Co, mogę... Ciekawe, czy będę mógł pogadać z tym ziomkiem, do którego tak... No nie mówcie, że nie wyjdę tędy. Gro? O, uda się. Dobra, zwycięstwo. Idziemy do niego. A, chcę sobie... Dobra, może nie... Znajdź... co? Skrzynkę pocztową. Aha. Nie ty, no. A, chcę po prostu... Gdzie ta skrzynia? Wait. What the fuck? Aha. Na tym terenie. To plus jest taki, że teren nie jest za duży. O, jest podarty list do Darusa Petriego. Najdroższe, umiłowane dziecię, bla bla. Ciekawe, czy
The
to...
content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
No, zobaczymy, czy tak łatwo wpuści do domu, ale dobra. Idziemy zapukać do najpaskudniejszych drzwi na świecie. Boże, aż mi się żygać co jak to widzę. No naprawdę, w Skyrimie są lepsze tekstury na drzwiach. Nieważne. Puk, puk. Boże, jak oni mogli do tego dopuścić, no?
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
A, czyli jednak sobie pogadamy. Mogę cię na coś okraść? Nie, dobra, może nie zaczynajmy od okradania. Chociaż jak on komunizm preferuje, to w sumie... A!
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Aha. Dobra. Ty, są jakieś
So
zablokowane w
Dorothy's
sumie
real
większość.
name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Aha. Ty, ale typ jest tajemniczy. O, ale mamy
I
dużo.
know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Aha, no i jeszcze to.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
Dobra. To tyle. Aha, czyli finalnie
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
i tak wpuścił nas, żebyśmy mogli stąd wyjść na ogródek i pogadać i pogadać z koleżanką, która jest gdzieś tu za kolejnymi paskudnymi drzwiami. Coś... Aha, chorych tu leczą. Tego to się nie spodziewałem. Opierdolmy chorych na alkohol. Goździkówka. Ekstrakt jakichś z goździków. Dobra, gdzie jest koleżanka? Kici, tam ci umierają. Ciekawe, czy jakbym ich uleczył, to by się ucieszyło. No, ten śpi.
Razvan, can you hear my voice? I need help.
Dobra,
What do we have
pomyślmy.
here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily, high fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain, diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort, liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Czy powinienem wiedzieć coś jeszcze? Gdzie są sole?
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, doctor?
Muszę poprowadzić tracheotomię. Czy mamy jakieś środki przeciw?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, doctor, none at all.
No. To robimy. A, dobrze w sumie, że tego nie widzę, ale
I
sam
need to
fakt,
perform a tracheostomy. Short
że to
pipe.
słyszę.
That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
bez dyskusji jakieś sugestie.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform.
Dobra,
a
było wziąć
thoracic
bez
grave.
dyskusji.
Yes,
Było
doctor.
dać bez dyskusji. O, coś czuję, że umrze. Za dużo się opierdalałem. Przeżyje? Nie
He's
przeżyje?
still bleeding, doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, doctor?
I can't see.
A, muszę zaszyć tętnicę. Chcę dokończyć zabieg w samotności.
I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, doctor.
Ja cię, kurwa, to jest tragedia.
How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, doctor.
No i co? No i chyba tyle.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac. What? Are you making this up as you go along?
No i... Dobra. Koniec. Trudno, nie udało się. Życie. Jak zostałem chujowym doktorem 2.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No, there was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Ciekawe, czy dało się go ratować. No,
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
no to ja przyszedłem pogadać.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
Nie możesz tego ciągnąć. Pora położyć kres szantażom. To nielegalne.
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
Dlaczego?
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
Kurwa, że mi się nie udało tej operacji przeprowadzić. Tak, trzeba.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty, nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
No, zdziwiłabyś się.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, Are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Nie mam pojęcia, szczerze. Oszczędź, przymknę na to oko, ale ty zrezygnujesz. Wyścig krew zakończę to raz na zawsze. Nie. Potrzebujesz wskazówki. Aha. Zajebiście, czyli nie ogarnąłem czegoś po drodze. No tam akurat mnie w ogóle nie dziwi. No czyli nie za bardzo mam inną opcję. Nie, na pewno jej nie zabiję.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition.
On wstanie?
I'll look
Zmartwy.
the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then.
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor.
On
Good
wstanie?
customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Ciekawe jak to jest to. Aha. Dobra. Co jest, kurwa?
This one stinks already.
It's a leech!
No łap, kurwa. Co tu się stało? Wbili się i zaczęli strzelać po prostu. Tak z dupy od nic. Ktoś... Ty wróg czy swój? Łap, śmieciu. No. Kurwa mać. Jaki on jest jakiś... On jest pojebany. Dobra, zdech. Ale był naprawdę zaskakująco męczący. Dobra, jaki jest cel? Zabij... Daj relację Lady Ashley. Kurwa, wait, what the fuck? A co z tą koleżanką u góry? Fakt, że w sumie zabiłem... Wait. Koleżanko... Gdzie ona jest? Ale co tu się odjebało w ogóle?
I cannot enter. It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Tu jest... Typ, co umarł. Ale ona zniknęła... Nie wiem, co się stało z tą typiarą, z tą pielęgniarką. What the fuck? Nie mam pojęcia. Dobra. Trudno, idę zrobić to po prostu, co misja mówi. Zmieniam faktu, że tu niby mieli być biedacy, a nie ma nikogo. Wszystkich pozabijali. Zajebiście. Nawet nie będę zgadywał. Ty, w ogóle tu jest jakaś szybka podróż? Chyba nie. Dobra, nie wiem, trudno, idziemy po prostu do tego Y w takim razie. Oj, nagle teraz jest otwarte. Ale co tu się stało? Ci wszyscy pacjenci poginęli, wbili. Dobra. Dobra, mam cię gdzieś, ty piaro. Nie zmienia to też absolutnie faktu, że nie mam...
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets.
A, dobra. Mogę iść tędy. Poznałem tych dwóch kolegów, typa co grzebie w śmietniku i jego syna. Dobra. Teraz tędy, prosto gdzieś na prawo. Ej, ale co tam? W ogóle totalnie nie ogarniam, co się stało. Gdzie jest ta doktorka? Po prostu wbili się jacyś paściarze i zaatakowali mnie Zaatakowali to i tyle. Nie chciałem jej zabijać i po prostu jej nie zabiłem, bo uznałem, że tak będzie gita, jak nasza koleżanka rzeczywiście zabija biednych dla zabawy.
Blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Ja. A gdzie jest tu dalej ta krew? Ty jest. Nie, łe, gro, dlaczego ty to... Dlaczego ta gra mi podsuwa te szczury takie... Bierz, żyj szczura. No tam jest jakiś paściarz. Ale to nie zmienia faktu, że ja nie mogę tam przejść w ogóle. Jest jakaś opcja tutaj? Gdzieś, drzwi, coś? Nie, dupa. Tu jest tylko kryjówka. Nie przejdę dalej. Dobra, mam to w dupie, idę do szpitala po prostu. Nie będę się interesował. What the fuck? Aha. Jacyś uberłowcy, kurwa, tych wampirów się znaleźli. Tylko nie myśleli chyba, kogo atakują. Tam jest jeszcze jeden chyba? Nie. No ewidentnie nie przemyśleli, kogo atakują. Co za dzbany. No dobra. Nie, chciałem tu wskakiwać, chciałem śmietnik sobie przeszukać. Dobra, mamy to. No, gro. Dobra. Aha, tak po prostu jacyś łowcy tu byli. No i już ich nie ma. Dobra, bywa. Trudno, umarło im się, no. Życie, a tak właściwie to nie życie. W ich przypadku. No ale cóż. Lamusy obsrane. Mogli mnie nie atakować. Ach, ale wspaniale mi się w to gra naprawdę. Po Elden Ringu to jest taki odpoczynek. Jak ktoś ma problem... Naprawdę? Robię coś takiego i totalnie nikt się tym nie przejmuje. Aha. Zarąbiście i mogę sobie wyjść też tędy. Całkiem porąbane to jest. No ale dobra. W ogóle zobaczmy, czy mogę coś sobie ulepszyć, jako broń chodzi. Podoba mi się ta pałka, którą walczę. Więc to jest ta? Ja. Na drugim. Mogę na trzeci? Nie mogę. Zaraz 5, 6? What the fuck? Aha, potrzebuję 6, mam 5. No dobra. Potem będę potrzebował jednego i potem tutaj też jakieś cudnie widy. No dobra. Trudno. Ja oprócz tego nie używam tak właściwie nic stąd, więc... ale mogę sobie te paczki pootwierać. I teraz mogę to ulepszyć? Byłoby fajnie? Nie. Mam dużo jakiegoś syfu, ale... akurat nie jest z tej kategorii. Dobra, trudno, ty. O, a to miło ze strony gry. Dobra. A te paski są porąbanej długości. Ja, ale krwi przydałoby mi się trochę wyssać, bo na przypale albo wcale tak lecę. Dobra, gdzie ona jest znowu? What the fuck? Koleżanko, tu gdzieś siedzi? Dobra, czyli na zewnątrz jest. To nieważne. Ja mógłbym tu biegać i ich leczyć, ale szczerze, mam to gdzieś. Robię fabułę. Trudno. Co, siedzi w tym namiocie, co siedziała wcześniej? A. Czyli jednak zabija. No to będziesz trupem, suko.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
You killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan.
Zabiję
I
ją.
didn't
Już.
expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
U mnie. O, to ciekawa
I don't
rozmowa.
understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
A jak to się robi?
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
Zaraz, ja piłem jakąś krew wcześniej? Głos w mojej głowie.
I've been
O.
hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
Tia.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
Aha.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Aha. Czyli...
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
Aha.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Zajebiście, a mnie bardzo obchodzą starsi.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London vampire society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
W sumie mi łatwo mówić teraz, jak się kurwa wyekspiłem na poziom Drakuli starszego, wielkiego chujwiekowego o tym. O tym, że zabijanie jest złe.
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then.
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Skulls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire is a skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
Ja. A to mnie ciekawi.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
Aha.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Nie wiem. A chuj. To
Very
gra
well.
w sumie.
But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Ja.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain, more than likely it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society, and like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seems they have been recruiting.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Ciekawe ile numer.
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
Chyba wszystko.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady.
I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Ja. No i tyle było z pacjenta. Ale dobra, widzimy się w następnym, bo ten odcinek i tak się strasznie przedłuży przez tą rozmowę, która trwa, nie wiem, z 5-10 minut. Dzięki, no trochę się dowiedzieliśmy, nie wiem co, czy ją zabije, czy nie, trochę mnie kusi, trochę nie, trudno oceniać, ale to się dowiemy później. Jak zginie jeszcze wiele przypadkowych osób, to wtedy będzie wiadomo. Dzięki, Awe, do następnego dnia miłego.